I got a text! Hi guys, it's your girl thir. I hope you're doing amazing. I'm doing fine. So, I am gonna talk about the Alana thing before I go to my recap of Casa Amor. So, gonna do that because I got more information from once the last podcast I did to now, and I'm starting to watch yesterday's episode, and then I'm gonna watch today's episode, and I'm gonna put this all together as a tight bow for the first 2 days of Casa Amor. Okay, let me see where I'm going. I'm trying to see where angle am I going to go first. Okay, where I'm first gonna start off with is a little bit of information that I learned, also a comment that I saw that is very interesting, and I'm like, made me think a little bit, and then I'll get to, do I think she's racist or not, from the information I've seen and gotten. Like I said in the other podcast, people singing along to a song, no matter what word is in the song or not. If it's a slur word, a derogatory term, that does not mean that they're racist. I will say that again. It does not mean they're racist. Anyone can be a fan of anyone no matter what their race is, and they will be singing along to it. That doesn't mean that they're racist. What considers if they're racist or not is how they act towards another race or minority. That is what is considered racist. Not if you're singing to a song where a rapper says the N-word or another derogatory word, which in my opinion, like I said before, they should not be saying those words in their songs anyway. Okay. Yeah, we're talking about that. So I saw footage, not footage, but I saw pictures and saw other information that, from my opinion, and this is how I'm saying, how they act and how they treat other people with either words to someone or text message and stuff like that, that's how I gather if you are racist or not. And she has done that. She has had text messages when I've done some digging where she has used the N-word to describe black people. So in that instance, that from that information I learned, not her singing along, her text messages that have been leaked, that's how I determined, yes, she's racist. So I just got to the point automatically for you, so you guys don't have to wait. The interesting thing that I saw, and this is before I got saw that text message to confirm or deny it. She didn't with the mixed/black men. Casey. Casey. Sorry, my brain is going fried. Insincere. Oh, that's why, because I have to change how I say their names. With Casey, Insincere, and Chat GPT, she did not want anything to do with them. I saw a comment regarding that being like, this is Love Island. There's a possibility that you can be coupled up with anyone of any race. You're gonna have challenges being coupled up with anyone of any race. And this season is very diverse. And if you're someone that is cookie cutter and is like, the only person I want to be with and the only people that I date are my race, the only people I kiss are my race, or you get what I mean. Either if you're black, white, Asian, you get what I mean. Don't be on Love Island. Don't sign up for Love Island. Do not sign up for Love is Blind. Don't do it. Because you will be, especially in Love Island, you will have kissing challenges that you will have to kiss them. And I'm not saying people that, oh, my type is I only date my race. I don't like anyone outside my race, or I only date men like this or whatever, that they're wrong. No, everybody has a type. You can like anyone you like. There should not be judgment in that. If you are I feel like the people that do best on Love Island are the people that are literally, they have no type. Meaning they will date anyone. They will date outside their race. They will date inside their race. Those are the perfect people for Love Island. Like I said before, if you are a person and you do not, because I know people like this in real life, they will only date their race. They will only kiss people of their race. They're not going outside of it, which is fine. But in the case of Love Island, that doesn't work out for you. And with the comment like, oh, those three boys, she did not kiss. And again, this is when I did not see the text message that she sent that she used those derogatory terms. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. If that's not her type. Everybody has a type. I don't care what your type is. You like what you like. But in Love Island, it doesn't really work. Because you're going to make people feel a specific way. And some challenges you will have to anyway. And you have to do it. Like, you have to be open to kissing or being coupled up with someone that might be not your race. So my PSA for like anyone listening is, if you want to be on Love Island, be open to kissing or being coupled up with people that are outside your race, outside of people who is not your normal type. That's my PSA in that situation. I saw about like the vetting process and like how they should do it better. I think the best way of what they should do is sit this person in a room. If they have not seen Love Island, because not everybody has seen Love Island, ask them this question. And this is for producers, so we stop having this happen. You're going to be in the villa. You might not get anyone to come forward to you for the initial coupling up. Like, let's see if you say you're an OG. Are you okay with being coupled up with someone that is not the same race as you? Number one. Number two, are you okay with kissing someone that is not the same race as you? Because I don't think they ask that question. I think they ask like, they do background checks and ask like what you look for. I don't think they ask the question of, if you were paired with someone from a different race, would you be okay with it? And people would either say yes or no to that. And from that information, you can decide if you want to cast them or not. That's my thoughts. That's my opinion. Do I think that she should be kicked off? I know they're ahead of us than what we see, but I feel like because there's evidence proven that she has called black people the N-word through text, that she should be kicked out, because we don't want a issue happening where one of the anyone that's black there or mixed race there they annoy her for her to drop the N-word. But if, like I said, if Love Island asks the simple question as of, are you okay with dating or kissing someone or coupling up with someone that is an opposite race than you? As a question, I think that would eliminate this thing of, oh, here's a text message of her saying the N-word. Because, again, that's proof of racism. Not you singing along to a song. That's not racism. That's you singing along to a song. Racism is, like I said, you said it to someone's face or some kind of communications, you said the slur about black people, Asian people, etc., etc. Or in public, you've said a slur. That's racism. Not you singing along to a song. And that's what I have for right now. The next time you hear from me, I'm going to be talking about Casa Amor. Talk to you guys soon. Okay, I am back. Casa Love Island USA. I am going to first give you props. That's how you did it. I was gagged. I was like, oh, Casa. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's go Casa, and then I'll go reverse, and then I'll do the second episode of Casa that happened tonight. And we'll be on pause for that. Oh my gosh. I was speechless. Okay, one thing. I don't think we're getting movie night. I think that was the movie night. The girls singing what the boys doing. I felt really bad. The boys do too much. The boys are doing too much. Especially KC, you're doing too much. You guys are all these, the OG boys doing too much. No, girls, when the boy Casa boys go all for it. I saw the pictures for the Casa boys, and I'm like, it's not giving me like gag. It's not giving me like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my gosh. Or like with anyone. The Casa girls are dead gorgeous. The guys, the OG boys did the most, especially with, I want to make sure I say her name correctly. Permita, who is from Iran and is Persian. Like the talks of, oh, I'm leaving Kenzie after this. And like all the comments that the boys were saying, 110% disrespectful. I felt bad for the girls. like how the boys were acting. I know a lot of people were like, this is how you do Casa. I was first being like, I feel bad for the girls, and then I was like, gagged when every girl performed. Gagged. And how Anaya performed, it showed that, again, like I said previously, that she's not into black men, which, again, I said that is fine. That's your preference. Everybody's into Pacific races. But, like I said, this is a kissing challenge. You have to, and like, heart rate challenge, you have to do it to everybody. And if you are not into exploring all the races that they give you, you should not be on Love Island. And I'm saying that for everybody for the future too. Like if you're not willing to explore multiple different races, don't come to Love Island. I don't think when it came to like the reactions with the other Casa girls, I don't think she has an issue with black women and brown women and Asian women. I think she just has issues, and she uses that slur about, from the evidence I saw, when it comes to black men and mixed race men. So she's only into once a white guy. But again, like, it's not acceptable for her to be using any racial slurs at all. Non-excusable. One thing I do want to, before we get back to Casa, because, okay, they got a lot, Love Island USA, you got a lot of people back for Casa, because of Casa. One thing I want to tell people, because I believe a lot of people are confused with the phrase tall, dark, and handsome. What I knew of tall, dark, and handsome is someone that is tall, someone that has dark features, and someone who's handsome. I've seen a lot of people think, oh, tall, dark, and handsome means you're into black men. And that's not the case. That's being, like, very narrow-minded. Like, narrow-minded. It's not a race thing. It's a appearance thing. Meaning someone with, like, black hair, someone with brown hair, like a brunette, or someone with black hair. That's what it means. It has nothing to do with race. And I was confused with how some people thought it had to do with race. No. Because, like I said before, some people just want to date their race, right? Some people are okay with, like, dating outside their race. So if you are someone that's, like, only wants to date their race, and then, you know, people dye their hair all the time, and you're with someone, even if you're a black woman and you're with a black man and he dyes his hair blonde, you probably won't be attracted to him because he doesn't have dark hair. Or same way if you are a white woman, an Asian woman, etc., etc. That doesn't mean it's not a race thing. It has nothing to do with race. It means a feature wise. Oh, this is a black man. This is an Asian man. This is a Latino man. This is I just lost my point. Sorry. This is a Latino man. This is a white man. This is an Asian man. This is a black man, etc., etc., with dark hair, black or brown. And that's what, for me, is attractive. And that's what that means. Also, okay, let's continue. The guys overall, like I said, the OG guys were doing too much. And I'm like, girls, they did this for Love Island is for you as a favor to show you that your boys, you are paired with terrible men. You need to upgrade. Like, that was just trash. That's literally seeing your significant other cheat on you. I feel so bad for all the girls. Melanie, as the I know she's a Scorpio. She took it. She was like, okay. Alright, bye. Bye, Sincere. And she's like, I'm not surprised. Dad's tries from Sincere. Keep going. Keep going. And, like, some of the girls were like, I want to stop watching. And then Melanie's like, no, I want to keep watching. Trinity was like, I want to keep watching. I want to see how they're making a mess. My only complaint was, why did the movie stop after all of the Casa girls were? You should have showed the boys' turn. You should have showed it all. Like, also the boys doing it to the girls as well. You should have done all of that. Dude, like, come on. Be there for our girls. You should have showed the boys doing their too much too. Casey got on my nerves a lot. Like, he was like, and I was like, people overreact how I'm feeling. But Casey does too much. And I'm like, yes, he does. He does too much. Also, here's the thing, Casey. You said before Casa, Anaya has trust issues and she has issues. And she's taking it out on me, or like, she's feeling how she's reacting is because of those past trust issues. I have trust issues. What a good partner does, I'm going to repeat myself, what a good partner does, and a guy that actually likes you does, is work with you through it. Even if you're going to therapy or you're not going to therapy, is patient with you. It's like, I understand, Yes, it's from the past. Whatever trauma or that she is going through happened in the past. Will it come in the present? Yes, because, again, Anaya only knows you for 3 weeks. She doesn't know you like that. So, she doesn't... So, you, especially what you're doing in the Heart Rate Challenge, speaks volumes of how you are. So, of course, she has her guard up. If you were a good partner, Casey, A, you wouldn't be calling her a grandma. And B, you would have been patient with her and understand, oh, she has trauma, she has trust issues, let me go slow with her. Let me try to see how I can ease her. So, in a way, like, oh, her trust issues are popping up or flaring up. I can be sensitive towards her and work through her with that, because I know when I've been talking to my therapist, when it came to like my trust issues, I'm like, I want someone that's patient. I want someone, even though I have trust issues and all these issues, they will work with me through it. Yes, I have a therapist and I'm working through those, but also they will be patient with me, because there's times that things happen and something might trigger me, and then something like that. Anaya needs a guy that is patient with her through her trust issues. She'll find that in Casa Amor. I want all the girls to explore. I would love all the girls to couple up with someone in Casa Amor. My issue is, when it comes to the boys in Casa Amor, I'm not like, again, these girls are between the ages of 21 and 25. And same with, like, Bryce is the only oldest person that's 29, right? Everybody's between 21 and 25. Again, not my generation. They're all born in the 2000s. And so, knowing that already, right? And how this is a young cast, none of them like I said, the only two that I thought were attractive was Sean, who's 29, closer to my age, in my generation, and then the oldest guy, another Gabe, who was 26. Other than that, all the other guys, I'm like, eh. And same with the Casa Boys. Even with the Casa Boys, I don't feel anything that's making me go be like, wanna be like, oh my gosh, he's hot. With the Casa girls, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're hot. And what they're doing, they're hot. Right. Why is every season, like, the guys are like, okay, they could be like main OGs, or it's like, okay, like, it's not enough for me to be like, bring him back. It's like, he's better. He might be better, like, personality wise, but like, to the point that I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna, yes, like, come on. We need, like, bombshells that, like, even me as, like, someone who's in her 30s, that I'm like, gagged, you know, relationship or not, I'm like, Love Island, good job, gagged like that. I'm gagged like that with, like, the cast of girls that you bring in and all the, but with the Casa Boys, no, they're just, okay. And like I said, the only bombshell that was a guy that I was like, gagged, was Gabrielle. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay. I felt so bad for Kata. Like, she saw that, she knew that, I want to make sure I'm saying her name correctly. Again, they're new girls. Permita was Zach's type to a T, and she's like, I feel like I'm gonna cry. I'm like, no, don't cry for him. Don't cry for him. He's doing too much. And then she ended up being angry. I'm like, yes, be mad, be angry. Don't cry over a guy that does not deserve it. Especially before, when he was mad at you for exploring Caleb and making it hissy fit. And why wouldn't he want to talk? He only wanted to talk to, and I'm talking about Zach, Bryce. I know you guys have a bromance, or a lot of people are shifting you guys because, but, like, come on. Like, care about Kata's feelings. I felt really bad. I wanted to hug her. I wanted to give her a big hug. Very big hug. And that made me sad. Like I said, Casey has to be more patient with Anaya. If you actually cared about her and you knew she had stuff dealing with that, you'd be patient with her and work through it. That's a good relationship. Okay, Kenzie. Oh, okay, before that, I'm going to go back to Kata real quick. When they're getting ready, Kata was like, and this is where I relate to Kata. And that is, Kata was like, all the other girls, they could shake their butt, but they could shake their boobs. My butt doesn't shake, my boobs don't shake. And I was like, my butt doesn't shake, period. And I don't have perky boobs either. But like that, but like my butt doesn't move. Like, I can, like, shake and stuff like that. My butt does not move. My butt stays where it's at. So Kata, I understand that completely. Same girl. My butt don't move either. What else? Okay, I'm going, like I said, I'm going backwards. Kenzie. Hi, Kenzie. From one December Sagittarius to another, that was rude of you to leave the conversation that Kata was having. She was having a conversation with you and Melanie, why are you leaving? That was just hella rude. That looked selfish and disrespectful in so many ways. Why'd you leave? Yep, Zach, talk to Kata. Come on, stop being petty and childish. And lastly, what the hell is french fries? I felt old. I'm like, you guys are talking, I heard, Trinity talking about how, Bryce was the first white peanut she ever saw. Why did you code french fries? What is french fries? Is french fries like a blowjob or something? Like, what is french fries? I'm confused. What is french fries? Why are we coding it? Love Island is MA. You're not restricted to what you can say. What is french fries? If someone can tell me what french fries is, because again, I'm not dirty-minded or horny, or my brain doesn't go that way. So if someone can tell me what french fries means and what they meant by french fries, that'd be great. If it is Kenzie was giving Corbin a blowjob, then okay, I guess they're right. Also, yes, ladies, you should have kicked out Corbin, because he is a fuckboy. Again, I'm sorry to all the girls. That was my first thing. I was like, I felt bad for the girls. They did not deserve it, but now they know the truth of how horrible these men are. Like I said, these boys aren't shit. They need to all leave. They all need to leave. What I want from the Casa boys, you guys, because again, I don't think any of you are attractive. And probably all of you are probably between 21 and 25. Born in the 2000s, right? Have a great personality and treat women respectfully, and then I'll like you. You did tall, dark, handsome. Yeah, but I would say from the boys' reactions at Casa, A, they were too excited to leave. Rude. And B, Pramita, she did the best job, because the guys were talking about her too much, like to the point that they were talking about her like she was an object. Like, keep walking. We love to see you walk, and being disgusting. And so in that opinion, she did the best, because the guys were being the most gross to her specifically. Sorry, I'm trying to... Bryce. Okay. Bryce, more than once, from many different female islanders, people have said that he's a terrible kisser. Like, his tongue is gross, or his kisses are gross, or he does... Like, someone teach Trinity. Teach him how to kiss better. Or someone teach him how to kiss better. He's 29 years old. He needs to learn how to kiss better. Because there's too many girls that's saying that he kisses terribly. And like I said again, Anaya, you're on Love Island. I understand you have a specific type. You just want to... I think she's a white girl. I believe so. I don't think she's like Hispanic or anything. All I'm saying is, if you only want to date your race, which is white men, don't go to Love Island. Because on Love Island, you have to kiss, and you might have to couple up with someone that is not your race. And from the messages, like I said before, how you feel about them, you could just say, I saw a black guy, I was not attracted to him. I said, go away. That's a nicer way of saying that, because you live in Miami and everybody, a lot of different races are in Miami. Then calling him the N-word. There's a better way to approach that than becoming racist, right? That's my advice for you. And what I've seen is, like, you're 21. Again, that's just what I'm saying. Like, another reason why I'm like, oh, he's probably between 21 and 25, because the majority of the cast is born in 2000. So I'm like, that's already up. Okay, no, I can't like you mentally. And I agree with Trinity. The guys all gave me an egg. Sincere from a long time. Insincere for a long time. ChatGPT for a long time. I didn't get her name. I feel bad that I didn't get her name. Let me look it up real quick on the app. Before I finish, I believe it's Sydney. Is either Sydney or Trina. One of those two. Wait. Let me actually go to the picture that it shows the girls, because that will help me. I'm better with, like, if I see their faces. There we are. Okay. Yeah, Sydney. When Sydney called, if it's not Sydney, I'm not looking at the... Yeah, it was definitely... I feel like it was for sure Sydney. Where she called insincere, Lord Far, I forget how the short king in Shrek. I thought that was hilarious, because insincere is not short. I looked up his height and it said, like, he's between, like, 5'10" and 6 foot. So he's not short. Because the first time I looked that up was when Soul was like, Sincere is a shorty, and I'm like, and I looked up his height, and he's normal height. And I'm like, you're just digging on him to dig on him, which I'm fine with. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious. What I thought was very disrespectful was when he was like, well, you can call me whatever you want. I'm like, oh my gosh, you irritate me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, everybody, all the guys are gonna recouple and come back with new girls. What I want is the girls to do the same. That's what I want. I want the girls to do the same. Recouple. You deserve it. So, I'm going to be back. I am going to now watch tonight's episode where the girls are going to meet the 12 Casa boys. My question is, are they going to get a rotation of men constantly? That's what I want to know. But I'll be back, and I'll talk to you guys soon when I finish the... Okay, so I just finished today's episode of Casa Amor. Wow. 12 guys, and the ladies got to pick who stays and who goes. Love that. So happy about that. Not going to know all their names, just like with the Casa girls, not gonna know all their names off the bat. But yes, it was going back to before. It was Sydney that said that Insincere looked like Fort Lord, the king, the short king in Shrek. I thought episode 17, Melanie MVP being like, girls, don't worry about it. We found this out now. It's better to find out how they are now than to leave the villa and they're in the club cheating on us, Matt. Cheating on us left, right, and the other. It's good to know. And I wouldn't be mad if the girls overly freaked out, but I love how Melanie handled everything. It's like, let's not talk about them. Whatever to them. I thought it was when the Casa Amor girls were like Casa, and then the OG girls were like, but specifically Kata and Kenzie were like, fuck you, because they heard the girls say Casa. I thought that was hilarious. Casey, stop saying you're not gonna compare the two, and then compare them. You literally were like, oh, I'm not gonna compare Anaya and Tierra, which is her name, which you could not remember, so you're just calling her TT. Tierra is her name. And then you end up comparing them. Hypocrite. Casey is annoying me. Yeah, so the like revenge split in episode 17 was interesting. Episode 18, Casey he says he's not gonna compare, and he does. Of course. That's man behavior. I loved when Ariana came in and told the girls they're the main character of their story. It's their story. The boys are just a footnote. Just like when Beatrice left the villa, Ariana was so supportive, me like, you did amazing. You showed how just because you have a disability, I'm paraphrasing and probably adding stuff, you can do stuff. She supported her and she was great in the villa. I love how Ariana cares about these girls. The girls rocked it. Overall, I was like, yes, girls, yes. I'm talking to every of the guys. Overall, rocked it. Being like, we're not gonna talk about them. They're not important. We're not gonna talk about them. We're gonna keep doing this, that, and the other. Okay, yeah. Zach, in general, is a hypocrite. I think he's a hypocrite. He's mad when Kata pulls someone for a chat. But he's like, it's fine if I pull someone for a chat. He got so jealous that Kata's talking to someone in the villa while he's in Casa Amor. But he's okay if he is doing it. Also, I felt bad for Bryce. He doesn't feel the connection with anyone like he did with Trinity. And he was talking to Insincere for all people.
And I thought that was interesting because he was telling all the guys, like, explore. I was so happy for her. Had like multiple men pick her to kiss her. I was so happy for her. She deserves it. Okay. The last thing I want to mention before I end this, because it's gonna be pretty long. Yes, and I'm so happy for you. Also with Trinity, I'm so happy with her as well. A lot of the guys are picking the girls and showing them how special and amazing they are. My only issue with the boys, and this is looking at their picture and not seeing them in real time, I still don't think any of them are attractive. And there was a comment I saw up there, and I completely agree with that comment, and some people might think it's rude, but I feel like the guys, like the Casa guys, some of them look between 40 and 50 years old, like they can be your dad or your grandpa or something. Some of the men look like that. And what I've noticed with Che, like, I guess it's probably how his face shaped. It looks like someone punched him in the face. So I don't, like I said, a picture says 1,000 words, but it doesn't always clearly picture how you look like. And looking at the guy's picture and looking at the one in the show, I still think the guys are made, and we could have gotten better guys for the ladies. I loved how they got to pick who stayed and who go. But I still think there should have been better cast of men. But I love how they did get 10. And the OG boys get jealous. Be worried. Because we might literally have no OG men. So that's all I have for you guys today. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.